Hello and welcome to another edition of Press the Askin Button. Am I saying this right?
No.
Joystick. Press the action button.
You know the name of it by now.
Press the action button's video game podcast on digital-delirium.net. It's .com, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host for this weekend. What's my name? GameFace. And with me today is our esteemed guest star, Joystick. Say hello, Joystick.
The usual host, but yeah, he already said so. He wanted to host this week, so I decided to let him. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's podcast.
Now, the host with the most makes toast out of toast, and as we all know from YouTube, all toasters toast. So I'd also like to give a warm round of applause to Slacker-chan. Say hello, Slacker-chan.
And welcome to another edition of Ride the Brony Saddle. Your host, MLP Butthurt. And introducing this week, GameFace. Say hello to the people, GameFace.
The Brony Saddle?
I don't know.
You're voted off the island.
Ride the Brony Saddle.
Yeah, you already gave up your man card, so now you're voted off the island.
Come on, I thought that would get at least a chuckle.
Or the weakest link. Goodbye.
You know, I'm working for it over here, and, you know...
Failing for it.
Fuck you.
A for effort. Let's get a golf clap.
Anyway,
In the words
You
of
have a
Charlie
Happy
Sheen,
Meal?
don't worry, this will make up for it.
I saw Happy Meal, and I'm like, no, no,
refuse.
Hell no.
That was a
I'm keeping that.
No,
It's
you're
your
not.
tax.
So keeping this. Wait, is this a keychain? Like, why is there like a... What is that, a nub above her head?
I think it's a retarded horn.
No, she's not a unicorn. What the...
That's
what
why
did
it's
I
a
drop on the
retarded
floor?
horn, not a unicorn horn.
Wait, what is this, a halo?
It's
Like,
a mongoloid horn. What
What
is
is
it?
Oh,
Let me see it.
wait,
No, I
hold
don't
on
wanna
now,
touch it.
no. Hold on.
You got a Happy Meal.
It is. It's like, kind of like a keychain. Kind
Well,
of.
that's kind of cool.
It's a
Except
keychain
here.
and a Happy Meal for kids that don't have keys. That makes perfect sense.
No, it goes on your backpack. I don't know.
We need to buy Slacker-chan a backpack.
I have a backpack. I come here with it all the time.
I'm surprised it's not a pony backpack.
Not
goes-
yet,
it-
anyway.
He's gonna become even gayer. He's gonna come here
suits
dressed
your
in
polo
pink and
shirt.
yellow
Wait.
and blue.
If I'm gonna get a pony backpack, it's actually gonna be a mailbag with Derby on it. Even Alex
would-
knows what
okay.
this would be cool. Oh wow, it's actually...
It'd be gay. But yeah, it would be kind of cool. In a gay kind of a way. Kind of a RuPaul kind of a... Holy crap, really?
What?
Look at the... Did you see the
know
thing
they
on the
can't-
other side of this? It's this really creepy
No.
girl with like cornrows. And like a donkey.
You know they have no idea what you're talking about, right?
Well, I'm trying to describe it. I'm talking about the Happy Meal. I'm usually the one accusing our... Would you put the freaking... Here.
Well, somebody's got to
Look
do
at
it
the
now
other.
that
Look
you're...
at the
I
other
need a-
side of this.
I need a
Well, we could
code.
always scan it and we can put it in our photo section.
Yeah, we could. We don't have anything on the photos.
I was about to say,
Do
I'll
you want
need
to
a-
announce what we're drinking? Or do I want? Who wants to announce?
We are drinking Yingling Black and Tan. We're a very Yingling-centric crowd here because we live in central Pennsylvania, and Yingling's brewed in eastern Pennsylvania,
And it's cheap.
and it's
here.
cheap, and we're kind of posers. And this is a little different than their usual lager. It's a porter mixed with their premium. And their porter is very good, and their premium is very good, and their Black and Tan is decent. So let's crack 'em and pack 'em, boys. Put your pony down and crack
Sorry,
the damn beer.
Quit being gay and
Sorry,
being
I had
mad.
to Comer Maine. It had
Be like-
not in it.
You hear how gay
He
he's
had a
being
what
over
in
there?
it?
He had to
There,
crack
cracked it.
Maine.
I had to Comer Maine, man. What?
Why?
like,
Why do you have to comb her mane?
had a knot in it, you know. You gotta get that shit out, man.
He watches it for the plot.
Anyway, crack 'em and pack 'em, boys.
I already did.
You already emptied
You're the
that
only
out?
one that didn't crack him.
Put my cap in my shirt pocket.
Gay boy over
At the
here
house.
brushing his My Little Pony cracked it before you did. You should feel ashamed.
Hey, it comes with apples. This will somehow make eating cheeseburger and fries more healthy.
Are they scrumpy apples?
No, Alex. Although,
That'll never
actually,
get old.
Actually, knowing McDonald's, I wouldn't be surprised if they were old enough to do that.
Scrumpy apple.
No, Scrumpy Archer Slumber Podcast.
Yeah, that was last
starring George Takei.
No, that was the
What?
week before last. This last week, I just couldn't think of a name, so I just wound up calling it That Which Shall Not Be Named, which is kind of a reference to Lovecraftian horror and Haster, who is He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Anyway, so host dude, man.
Yo.
Yeah, you're
Dude.
the host, dude, man.
So host us and such.
All hostess, host.
I showed
Oh,
you-
wow, I got topics?
Yeah,
Holy crap, really?
yeah.
All right,
I had
let's-
you start reading them yesterday when I was writing them.
Yeah, and I botched it terribly. Let's get on with the show, though, here. Alright! Who's ready to make some hay? The Mass Effect 3 ending.
Applejack.
Apple Junk.
Sorry, you
Has
asked.
been-
You asked
that
who
was
was
cereal?
ready to make the
Wait, the
hay.
cereal?
No.
You ate,
Applejack's is a cereal.
you ate the hay. It's
They always like the Applejack commercials always had like a picture at
that
the end
didn't
of it.
become funny until after I said it. It sounded
No,
less
I-
funny in my head.
I think you missed what he said.
Yeah, you ate the hay.
Yeah.
Ate the
It's funny because I'm a brony.
ate the hay.
Just in case no one figured that out.
He admits this in public.
Not really. I kind of had to man up to go through the drive-through to get this.
Dude,
I
I
was
would
like-
have been like, I have a daughter.
No, it's just like happy.
Although I would totally do
You're like
that
boy
just to
or
one
girl,
up
and I'm
you.
like girl. Anything else? No. I
Can
pull
we
up.
throw them at
Dude,
things.
she didn't even care.
I think they hear that a lot.
Yeah, they
Like,
probably
way
get that a lot.
Plus, not to mention, they probably actually have legitimate people who come through, like, getting Happy Meals for their kids, and they
Right.
just... I used to
way
feel
ahead.
embarrassed getting, like, unusual combinations of items at a grocery store until I actually worked at a grocery store and saw that people just get whatever,
Yeah.
and there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Like
and after
Ian.
that, I
Ian.
just...
And
Oh,
fucking mayonnaise. Was
Ian's
it?
like,
Oh my
I
God,
was
yeah.
embarrassed to walk out of Weiss just buying a jar of mayonnaise.
No,
They don't
else did you
care.
buy?
He bought a can of just Miracle Whip, which isn't mayonnaise technically. Don't you remember that? He came back because
Yeah,
he wanted the
because
protein.
he didn't
and he
want-
came back with Miracle Whip,
Because he didn't want to walk out with just mayonnaise.
but walking out with just Miracle Whip is apparently okay. Like,
Because it wasn't mayonnaise. I don't know.
no,
Because
it's
Ian. We'll just say that because D-pad.
I've bugged him multiple times when I remembered that. Just be like, where was the logic in that?
I
And he
think
can
he
never
probably
tell me.
made that up to, like, get my parents away from something else.
Oh, it could be.
So we have topics, Mr. Host Man.
Well, I started to touch on them.
But then he ate the hay.
I
Then ate the hay happened, and then we got sidetracked for about 2 minutes, and then now
There was something I was going to say is related to ate the hay.
I highly doubt that.
I saw someone run into a curb the other day when I was driving Paul around. And I was like, we were pulling out of a parking space and someone was pulling in and they, like, just rammed into the curb. And I was right in the middle of a sentence and I just started going, I hit the curb. Hit the curb. Hit the curb.
Okay.
Anyway, topic?
Topic.
I'm still staring at the Happy Meal.
Just read the topic.
Okay, for freaking out loud, the Mass Effect 3 ending has been the topic of much controversy over the past week or two since its release. It makes no sense for off knock.
Off knock.
I don't know. It's alien speak. Fan complaints are that it makes no sense. This is the Mass Effect 3 ending. Makes
Wait, I
no
hope there's no.
sense.
Wait, real quick, is there any spoilers in this?
No, there's no
Okay,
spoilers.
because I don't want to hear what the actual ending was.
It makes no sense. It has major plot holes.
Plot holes.
That's plot holes.
Yeah, well, I know.
I know. We used
Alex
to say
just can't speak.
no. Me and Ian used to say potheed instead of pothead. Potheed, shatheed. You know, the usual stuff.
The quad.
Yeah, and has continuity errors. Some fans even filed a lot. I'm sorry, I misread that. Some fags even filed a lawsuit with the FTC over it.
Yeah.
That's what that's supposed to say. Fags, not fans, right?
No, I put fans, but
But
it's
you
pretty
meant
faggy indeed.
Yeah, you
but
can read it either way.
It is pretty faggy, but
Hit the fan.
it is ridiculous. Like, people have... I understand...
Wait,
being pissed off-
wait. What's the FTC? Is that the Federal Trade Commission?
Yes.
How can you file a lawsuit to the Federal Trade Commission for something like that?
I don't know, but that's what it said.
That's
That's what the article said.
That's like people who call the police because they can't get their... They call 911 because they can't get their kids to go to bed.
It kind of makes me think of when people threaten to contact the FCC on us. It's like, okay, but then if someone threatens to call their state utility commission, then it's like, okay, you have our attention. You need to know who you're supposed to contact when someone's screwing you over. Like, yeah, we're a telecommunications company, but we abide by the FCC guidelines. Everything you agree to, anything that you might be able to catch us on, you threw that right away in the user agreement. And that's a word of advice for anything anyone ever does. If it's anything important, like a utility company or telecommunications, read the freaking license agreement. Because if you don't, you're going to get mad about something and complain to the FCC and make an ass out of yourself.
This guy claims... The people that are filing the lawsuit basically claim that BioWare has not delivered on what they promised and have been promising for 6 years or so, and how the Mass Effect series would have wildly different endings based on your actions throughout the 3 games. And based on what I know about the endings of the games,
Actually,
that's pretty much true. Supposedly it's like 95% the same footage in each of the 3 endings.
Yeah, I heard from someone at work because he's a big Mass Effect fan, and he has already played through the 3rd one, and he was saying, he's like, yeah, they changed the ending today. He was telling me about that. He's like, yeah, all 3 endings, they're 90% of each ending are exactly the same. He's like, I saw all 3. He's like, they might as well not have had multiple endings.
Yeah.
He's like, they might as well just have one ending.
Which, granted, that is not what
Especially
EA
if you're going to
and BioWare promised us they would do.
Is this supposed to be the end of the series? The
Yes.
3rd one? Well, then they might as well just have one ending, honestly, if you're going to end the series.
Well, you know what they could have done? They could have had one ending and said that there were 3 different endings, banking on the fact that it would take any player, 50-some hours to actually get through the game twice and realize that it's all one ending, in which case they could have ample time to head for the border, move to Tijuana, and buy the freaking town. I don't know, I just got really mad over something I don't even understand.
Okay, basically, it's one of those games that has multiple endings, right?
Oh, okay, I get it now.
You make
No, I'm just
choices
Oh.
that alter the path of the story.
Yeah, it's like Fable.
But, yeah, a lot of those games, though, throughout the years, if they have multiple endings, they usually have sequels. However, I understand the concept behind it, but I always personally thought, even if that's how it's been, if you know this is going to be the last one, for sure, you're ending it here, I always thought, even if it was that type of game, you should have one solid conclusion, at least for the central plot line. Maybe what the characters do with their life afterwards might be different.
The
or if
epilogue.
they die.
Apparently, the epilogue part isn't even in the game, and rumor has it that that's going to be included with downloadable content,
Mhm.
which
Epilogue pocket.
is kind of bullshit. But I don't know, it's kind of bullshit that they charge you for more ending, basically. You know? I guess I kind of expected
it's
it
still
because
not
Mass
pulling
Effect
a
1 and
Capcom.
2 both had
If they
downloadable
wanted,
content.
if they wanted to draw more money out of it, then they shouldn't have decided this is going to be the last game.
Well, from the beginning, Mass Effect was planned as this massive space opera RPG that spans 3 games and like 120 hours of gameplay in total or whatever. And I spent probably 80 or 90 total hours playing the first 2 games and loving every second of it, and they were absolutely amazing. And I really want to play the 3rd one. And I can understand if the things I've heard about the ending are true, and I can't confirm that they are because I haven't played it, then I understand fans not being happy with how it turned out.
Right.
I don't understand filing a lawsuit against EA and BioWare over the ending. That's retarded.
Yeah. I mean, I understand, especially if something's really great and it just ends in bullshit. I understand fans getting upset. And considering it's a game, like we were saying, it has multiple endings, them being like, okay, we're sorry, this ending was bullshit, and they come up with a new one, that you can kind of get away with. But it's kind of like with The Sopranos, though. Like, you heard about that, right?
Yeah, I've seen most of the Sopranos episodes for
I
the
don't
first
know
5 seasons.
specifically what happens, but it's like a mid-sentence of something that's really important to the plot, and then it cuts off in the middle, that goes to black, and that's the end of the show.
Yeah, I've heard.
And it's never revealed as final,
ending,
secret or whatever.
Completely. I saw,
Mr. President.
the quote-unquote alternate ending to that, and it's just, Tony Soprano sitting in, a coffee shop or something, eating breakfast, and then he spontaneously explodes, and it goes to black, and then the credits roll.
Yeah,
I was like, that's fucking awesome!
It's kind of, it's one of those things that sometimes it really pisses people off, and I honestly think some of these endings they sometimes do for these great epics, it's like they went on for so long, there's so much to it, it gets to a point where they're like, we don't know how to end it, so we're gonna leave it so that it infinitely goes on forever in your imagination.
So, Minecraft?
It's hard to imagine BioWare
know.
not knowing how to end the game, though, because every other BioWare game I've played, and I've played 5 or 6 of them at this point.
Well,
all
anyway,
had more than satisfactory endings.
I don't think that we really have much more to say about it, though, because, we haven't seen the endings. Not even you have played through all 3 games.
Yeah, I've played through the first 2.
But let's just say...
Have you played them, though?
No, I only got halfway through the first one. But let me say this.
Well, when we're lit...
If they're going to redo the ending, I hope they fix it.
Whenever in the future when we're probably living in the same house, which probably won't be that long from now, you can play the first one on my 360.
Space Shuttle. Okay.
It's amazing. It's well worth your time.
No, quite literally. Space Shuttle.
And I own the second one
Yeah.
for the PlayStation 3.
Anyway.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2. Beanbags suck. Number 3. Michael Bay announced that in his upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, the Turtles will be... Arnold Rimmer? Aliens! Fans backlashed. Bay said, hey guys, chill out.
That was his basic response was...
He literally just said that?
Yeah.
I think his exact
it was
words...
longer than that, but that's basically all he said.
No,
was chill out.
no, we're not going to chill out because everyone's been bastardizing the series more and more throughout the years, and it's getting to the point where fans are going, "Stop it! You're killing them! Just please stop!"
It's like the Sonic franchise.
Yeah.
He royally fucked Transformers, and if this is this sounds
Look,
like he's
hold
going
on.
to do even
the
worse.
The first movie wasn't bad. It was It was what I
The
expected
second
a live
movie
action.
had 2 characters that were
Transformers.
basically racist.
The second
and how
movie
stereotypical
was
they were.
horrible. The plot was horrible. The characters were horrible. It was horrible. Not a single piece of it was good. And then they couldn't even end it decently. They're like, Deus Machina, fucking Optimus Prime and Shia LaBeouf are both Jesus Christ and his father. Let them raise from the dead.
As the nostalgia critic would say, this is stupid! This is stupid! Stupid!
No, what's funny is he made a joke about Optimus Prime raising from the dead or dying for our sins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, 2 weeks later, when the movie came out, he did a quick video. He's like, wow, I can't believe I predicted that.
Yeah, I remember that. Optimus Prime died for our sins. I remember that.
Yeah,
Great,
and then 2 weeks later at the end of his video, and remember when I did this a couple weeks ago? Flashes back to that, and he's like, wow, I hit it right on the head.
Yeah,
that's basically what happened.
It is. It's basically what happened.
And I was like, oh. And the third movie wasn't bad. I think the third movie...
I refused to watch it after the second
Actually, it wasn't that bad. I think it was too long, though. the main problem I had with the third movie was the second movie. If the third movie had been the second movie, I would have liked it a lot more. 2.
You know what's funny about Shia LaBeouf?
He's Shiloh LaBeouf.
His name means Shiloh the Beef.
Really?
LaBeouf? Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, no. The second thing was the whole reason we went to the moon, us and the Soviets were trying to get to it, was because we detected something crashed on the dark side.
And somebody
had to
sent
get
their
to
soda
it.
machine up
And
there.
I love how,
it
like-
turned out it was an Autobot ship, and it was actually a secret mission, so when they were
And they have
dark
her
for
stapler.
21 minutes, they were actually the crash eye. And then, no, I'm sorry. That whole...
So basically, the setup for the movie
No.
is stupid.
Well, just that part that they crashed on the moon. They could have crashed, that they went there. Maybe if they had...
Speaking of crashing into the
well, I was
moon,
going to say, it would make...
I have a bone to pick with a certain...
Remember in the first... Just real quick, remember in the first movie how they said they found that footage on Mars? Remember
Footage on Mars, eh?
the first rover, they're like, it didn't actually crash. They only had like a couple minutes of footage. This was it, and it shows like the silhouette of the Transformers smashing it. It would have made more sense if it turns out they had, that Autobot ship they discovered at present time was crashed on Mars, and that one that had smashed the rover was the Decepticons who were there searching for that lost Autobot ship, and that's why they smashed the rover. That would have made fucking sense. Not, that's why we went to the moon, and then we decided after going there a couple of times, no, we're not going to try to retrieve this advanced alien technology anymore. The whole world just decided, let's just let it sit up there and not do anything about it! Like, seriously, it was like, are you kidding me? That was the main thing I had the problem with that movie. But the rest of the plot was good. It was like, there was a lot of... The Decepticons were actually very deceitful. Like, the plot, they went into a lot of work to set the Autobots up to fail. And it was like the old cartoon and like Beast Wars, where they actually did, like, plotting. You know what I mean, right? But
As opposed to just being douchebags.
supposedly they're
Douchebags.
making a fourth one, and I get the feeling it's gonna suck. It's just gonna
Yeah,
be like the
they are
Metal
making a
Gear
fourth one.
series. Only the odd number movies are gonna be good. Anyway.
I burped.
So getting back to
Based.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who are apparently not mutants, they're teenage.
No,
Alien Ninja Turtles?
they could be
Or, you know,
mutant ninja.
taint?
They could be taint.
Taint! Oh!
You see what I did there?
They are the taint.
Yeah. Anyway, this is so fucking stupid. It's been established for more than 25 years.
They're
how-
mutants, not
Yeah,
aliens.
how their backstory is, and there were minor alterations here and there. There were minor alterations when they did the backstory in
is
the
just
show from the
retarded.
comics. That is not a minor alteration.
It's like he went, well, my movies with aliens seem to be doing well. So I'm gonna turn them into aliens.
Yeah.
I went to the airport!
So that guy works next to you
I
now.
apologize, but that's kind of been like our impersonation of James D'Angelo lately, because he keeps talking about when he worked at the airport.
So he doesn't work
So-
there anymore?
No! That was a long time ago.
Oh.
No. He still works at CenturyLink, but when he's not around, when he leaves for the day, or on his days off like today, one guy I work with, Kyle, and he's just like, he immediately goes, I'm going to hell. What are you doing at the airport? He over exaggerates D'Angelo, but I'm sorry, D'Angelo is not.
Have you told him the story
He's
about
just-
the watermelon?
He's as sharp as an orange. Yes. He told me that.
My
But,
breakfast today consisted of watermelon.
Thank you, D'Angelo.
This is so funny. I looked over to see if he was working, and he's looking off to the side, and then he sees I'm making eye contact with him, so he looks right at me, looks me dead in the eye like a horse that's about to eat me, and pauses for about a second, and goes, my breakfast today consisted of watermelon, and I just burst laughing in his face. I couldn't, there's no tact whatsoever in that situation. I just like,
So, yeah, obviously fans were incredibly pissed off when they heard about this.
About the watermelon? I would be too.
No, the Teenage Mutant Alien. The tank.
Technically, just for
The
the record,
tank.
I don't think we went off topic there because I think James D'Angelo is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, it's a
He's
teenage
not cool enough
alien.
to, he is not cool enough to hang out with Donatello. Thank you very much. Donatello is awesome.
Donatello.
He's probably my favorite, Donatello. They're all awesome.
I like Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey's the man, too.
I'm sorry, they're all awesome. Can't pick a favorite.
You know what's funny? I wasn't into Ninja Turtles back in the day.
Have you noticed something? You never had any group that has an even number of members.
You said members.
Shut up. In any group of characters that has an even number of members, shut up. You can't just choose one that's best out of all of them. Oh, if there's an odd number, you can. For instance, Power Rangers, when it first began. Obviously, everyone's immediate favorite was Jason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, based on the people who watched it with the demographic. But then you introduced the Green Ranger, Tommy, and then it was like, well, then there was the whole kids arguing over who was better, Red or Green Ranger.
Yeah. And then,
So as soon
then
as
they
they
put in
became
the
an
black
even
and white
number.
Rangers. Everyone's like, fuck yeah.
Well, no, the Green Ranger, Tommy, became the White Ranger.
Which one became
And
the
then
black one?
There was a black one from the immediate. There was one that was black and gold that was actually an alien from space.
Space.
They had like a giant golden pyramid. It was like...
As opposed to an alien from another country.
And that brings us
Mexico.
back to Ninja Turtles. The Power Rangers Ninja Turtle crossover episode.
Wait. All they said was, hang on. Okay, Ninja Turtles traditionally takes place in New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they said they were aliens, and they left it at that, right?
Yeah.
They didn't give up any other details. Maybe they're Canadian.
Hey, yeah!
Did you think about that? Hey!
I'm trying to imagine Mikey saying A instead of dude.
Oh, that's only...
See, I'm waiting for someone
That's
to actually...
only Ontario.
Wait, I'm waiting for when Michael Bay finally shows up at his house, sees a note on his gate, takes it off, and
And
says...
then his head flaps.
No. He reads the note and says, "Hey, Mike, yo, dog, so I heard you like explosions, so we decided to blow up your house," and then his house explodes. It's like...
What?
Yeah,
Where did that come from?
because
That's
Michael Bay
hilarious.
decided to turn the Ninja Turtles into aliens, so that's why someone's gonna blow up his house. And be like, "Yo, dog, so I heard you like explosions, so we blew up yours."
Yeah, it's gonna be... Explosions is like the only thing that he does well. Seriously. You wanna get to the next topic?
Not really. Okay, fine. And since you put it that way, I will get to the next topic.
Okay. Because
As
if you
of-
didn't, I would have to start talking about movies.
Okay, who's Asimov? Wait, no, as of... Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. As of April 2nd, GameStop will no longer be accepting GameCube games. Are you... No, I have to be reading that wrong.
No, you're reading that right.
I think I'm reading...
It's because they like molesting small children.
I guess.
GameStop has this tendency to eventually phase out the older consoles to make room for all of the newer stuff. And that's exactly what they're doing here. They're getting rid of all the GameCube
I mean,
stuff.
granted,
Whoa,
GameCube
whoa.
is pretty old by now, but
True,
still.
but they're not Rumpelstiltskin Grinder,
No,
and they
they're not.
can't tell us what to play, damn it.
Only Rumpelstiltskin Grinder can tell us what to play.
Yeah.
And Mick Jagger.
They have their own Wikipedia article, by the
I'm
way.
pretty sure Mick Jagger is
Rumpelstiltskin
Rumpelstiltskin
Grinder?
Grinder.
Yeah.
Awesome. Mick Jagger was in them.
Yeah, totally.
He's got the moves like Jagger.
So was Elvis.
No, Elvis lives in Brazil.
Okay.
Turns out Elvis is actually Barack Obama.
Our roommate Paul just recently
Barack
bought a
Presley.
GameCube, and he's buying a whole bunch of games for his kid because his kid loves the fucking thing, which is cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like a couple months after he buys this thing, oh, yeah, we're not gonna sell that anymore. We're not gonna buy that.
Well, actually,
think
if
of
you
it.
look
What's
at-
left?
Well,
of
no,
our-
they won't accept them anymore.
Yeah.
But it'll be
They
a
might
while.
have a clearance on the games then, which actually
Yeah, they'll probably
might-
have a clearance on the game.
That might actually help Paul out.
Right.
Yeah, that might actually help Paul out. Then he
Clout.
has enough games like on stock to keep his kid distracted for like a couple of years.
No, actually, they won't have a clearance because they're not they're trying to stop buying them. They're not trying to stop selling them. Once
they're
they
gonna sell
stop,
out what they have
once
and
they
get
stop,
no more.
no, listen. Once they stop buying them, that'll create an artificial scarcity of GameCube games, which will allow them to jack up the price because they'll be harder to find anywhere else.
Not really. People just start selling them on eBay. for
Well,
real
yeah,
cheap.
but they do that already anyway.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Yeah, they do
more
that
people
already.
are going to do that.
It is going
Well, I
to
hope
get harder
so.
to find GameCube games when GameStop does not.
I'm
carry
just
them
saying
anymore.
they may very well not have any clearance sale at all. Because they don't have to, because they're not jumping at the bit to get rid
I
of
get
them.
what you're saying, but anyone who only goes to GameStop and nowhere else deserves to be ripped off then.
Well,
Yeah, I go to other
Because
stores.
you're not just going to see more on eBay, you're going to see more on Amazon and a bunch of other dealerships.
You're going to see more on.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
and by
you'll
more
see
on, I mean
more at
GameCube.
Capital City Gaming here,
Yeah.
here in the Harrisburg area.
You're going to see Peter more on you.
Hopefully, you'll see more there because, like, there are some GameCube games that I want to play that I don't own yet. And the only way that I'm going to ever find them is if I find them used at, like, GameStop or something like that. And GameStop not selling them anymore is ultimately going to get rid of, like, 4 or 5 more places that I can go find them, which kind of sucks. Not going to lie.
Not really a GameCube fan, so I don't have much.
It's not my
It's
favorite
just another-
system in the world, but it has
it's-
some good games.
It's just another, but it's just another example of GameStop needing to be stopped from selling games ever.
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I seriously doubt. I mean, most other companies can they don't have that much in the way of serious competition. They've got small mom and pop stores, Best Buy and Walmart. You know, that's it.
I think you might see eventually. I think most of the people who shop there, though, the ones who just because they have kids, people with who have more money with kids. I think what will happen is if the economy does get worse, and there's still a possibility it could, especially if we go to war with Iran,
Oh, I
then
hope not.
you're going to see
No
parents
matter
be
how
like,
much Iran might deserve it.
You're
Yeah.
going to see parents be like, no, honey, we can't afford video games right now. We don't have that kind of money, and they're not going to take them to GameStop. Whereas anyone who's a moderate or serious gamer is going to be like, well, I'm low on cash too. I'm going to buy it from someone whoever's selling it the cheapest online, or another local store if there is one.
You know, one thing that I was glad to see, and I know you don't like Best Buy, but bear with me, and I'm going to say this, is when I went into Best Buy...
Your Best Buy is like, hey, you're a car! Sorry, I just had to get that out.
What?
Quite often, I'd rather do game shopping at Best Buy than GameStop, but I went into Best Buy,
Well,
and this isn't about Best Buy itself, this is about something they do, and their used games section has grown a lot since it started. They have a lot more now, because used to
Don't
when
they
first-
actually buy games off you for a lot more than GameStop, though?
I would not be surprised if they pay you more money for it.
Well, they rip everyone off on everything else. It wouldn't surprise me if they were trying to hit the gamer market more.
Well, they
they had
are,
the
and that's a
money
good
to.
thing, because that's a good thing ultimately for gamers, because
Well, you need competition.
it gives GameStop some competition
Yeah.
in the used game market, and that's a good thing.
Well, I was going to say, a lot of things Best Buy does is really freaking low. Like, they were literally
GameStop.
They were caught on this. They had all these computers. They had a freaking a freaking professor, call it. Hit literally all kinds of computer degrees, basically computer wizard. And basically, they took all these computers, made sure every single one of them worked perfectly, nothing wrong with them. And all they did was unplug basically the motherboard from the CPU. I think I'm getting that wrong there. They unplugged the hard drive, from the CPU, the motherboard, whatever.
The motherboard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
the motherboard.
unplugged the hard drive from the motherboard. That's all they did on each of them. And took them around trying to, see who rips you off or whatever, blah blah, who's honest. Like, one local store is like, they wouldn't even, they didn't said no charge. They tried to offer, like, no, I'm not going to take your money for that. It's like, it was an unplugged cable. It's like, it's no big deal.
I see where this is going.
The big stores, half of them were honest. like Circuit City, they were honest. They're like, it's just a cable unplugged, but unfortunately, there's a standard charge, and the total's gonna be like $125. Right? He's like 75 for this, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry about this. This was easy fix. We fixed this late. And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, well, I understand you have your standard fees. It's my fault for not being more computer literate. You know, the guy understands this. But, and they went to Best Buy, and the guy was like, yeah, you needed a new one of these. And he picks up a power supply with cables flying everywhere. Yeah, basically, he's like waving it around for some reason. This was burnt out. Yeah, so we had to replace this. So your total's gonna be like $425.
If you hit the power button
And guess what? Get
and
this.
lights
Wait,
come
I have to
on,
hear
It
it.
took
it's
them
not
3
burnt out.
weeks. 3 weeks to
Wow.
get back to him.
Jeez.
They probably burnt out the power supply doing bogus tests on it.
No,
Yeah.
what happens? I
mean Best Buy did.
I know someone who worked for their Geek Squad. He's like, it's a fucking joke. He's like, they have great tools at their disposal, great antivirus to clean the hard drive. They have all these great programs and tools at their disposal. Not a single one of them has actually been trained properly to use them. He's like, I knew how to use them. No one else did. He's like, they would literally they would take people's PCs, put them on a shelf, and they would sit there and not get worked on for a week or two. And then they'll start working on them, and they'll take a day or two to fix something that normally should only take like 10 to 30 minutes at most to fix.
Hmm.
And he's like, it was a joke. And he's like, they overcharged in crazy amounts. And for stuff that wasn't even wrong with the computer. They would put stuff on there that you didn't need, say you did, and be like, hey, you gotta pay us for this.
Hmm.
You want to get the fourth topic?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's
You're gonna
okay.
have
It's
Best
just we
Buy.
weren't really talking about Best Buy. We were talking about Game.
But
We weren't talking
Anyway.
about Best Stop. We were talking about Game Buy.
yeah.
I flipped the notebook over and I just see Virginia and I immediately thought John Carter.
I
There should be
immediately
one
thought
down
I
at the
ate the
bottom
ham.
of it that's like
There is. I saw Virginia and it made me schmiggle.
And I
the
immediately
last
thought
topic
of
is
Virginia
fucking
ham.
retarded.
Wait, what? What's that, Psychotran?
You said Virginia, and I immediately thought of I ate the ham.
Virginia ham. I
Yeah.
get it. You
Anyway.
ate the hay.
Yes, Virginia.
Hey.
There is.
Anyway, last topic.
Wait, is this it? Is this the last one?
We've done 3, so the one at the bottom of that page should be the 4th one. The little dash mark.
No surprise.
Wait,
to
wait,
anyone.
wait. Did you just say little dash? Anyway,
I hate you, Tim.
I hate you too. Okay, last topic.
You're gonna kick your Pony Express.
Is that the sound she makes?
Yes. Yeah. No. No.
Okay, read the
topic.
4th
No.
topic.
She goes.
You know what? Just read the last topic.
Read the 4th topic, please.
I will read. Okay, the first topic is Mass Effect.
No, I will
The
pour
fourth
beer on your crotch.
We'll start this over again. It'll be a
No,
brand new
we're
podcast.
No.
We're 40 minutes in.
You're
Say
40
last-
minutes in.
I know, so are you.
I'm 40 minutes into your mom.
Alex, I'm gonna fart on your head, and I have one.
I've been in
building,
your
so
mom
I
for
could
40
do it.
minutes many
Ouch.
times.
I'll kick you in the suck. So,
But not Ian's mom would
um,
be too disrespectful to such a nice lady.
I hate you people so much.
This is
You
why
know,
he needs
I
therapy.
hate
You guys are the
God.
reason I need therapy.
I hate
Could you
you.
please read the
No!
next
No!
topic?
Hell no! Okay,
Mr.
fine.
Host.
You guys suck. Okay, no surprise to anybody, joystick sucks. Okay, no surprise to anyone, game, that's a G-A-M-E, all caps, that's a stupid name,
Yeah.
has
I would
filed for administration bankruptcy? Do you mean administrative bankruptcy?
No, it's called administration in the UK.
Okay, Game of UK has filed for administration bankruptcy. Virginia Representative Frank
That's
Wolf.
the last topic.
That's a separate topic?
Yeah, that's a separate topic.
Okay.
Just Game, who we've talked about the
Game
last
suck.
couple of weeks, has filed for administration, which is the UK version of bankruptcy. So it's sounding like they are about to lose a video game store that has been in business in the UK for over 20 years.
Well, they have a stupid name.
They do have a stupid name.
wait, this is the store that refused to sell EA games, right?
Yes.
I wonder
Because
if like
John
they,
Riccatello.
I wonder if they like knew like within a couple of years they were gonna go bankrupt anyway.
Donatello? What?
So they did this on purpose just to speed up the process so they could file for bankruptcy now. Honestly, this sounds like because they filed for bankruptcy so soon, based off of when we started talking about this.
Let's not forget
2
this.
weeks.
Filing for bankruptcy doesn't necessarily mean that you're going under. It's usually, a lot of times, it's just a restructuring plan. Because in America, there's different chapters of bankruptcy. There's, I think, Chapter 11 is where you file for. You have an attorney come in and basically say, "Okay, this is how we're going to do things from now on, and this is going to get you out of the red." And Chapter 13 is like, "Hey, we can't pay our bills anymore. Take our shirts and give them to our creditors."
Yeah, I'm sorry, but this makes it just seems like it just stopped selling EA games without any due or just reason.
1 week they stop selling EA games. The next week they go spring cleaning. The next week they file for administration.
Right,
Which is hilarious.
It just seems like they stopped doing it
and then
for
profit.
no just reason. And with no plan on how they're going to deal with the obvious fact they're going to lose money as a
There's
result.
going to be a massive
That is a good
fallout
point.
from it.
And they had no plan, and they obviously had no plan for that.
Maybe
And not even a
their
reason for
maybe
doing
their
that.
CEO is a
then-
world-class troll.
And then all of a sudden, they're filing for basically
Administration.
bankruptcy, whatever.
Right
it
now,
just seems suspicious to me.
yeah, to me too.
Although their
Right.
their CEO might be like Michael from Rage Quit, going, "I wasn't bankrupt. I wasn't bankrupt. Are you kidding me?
I wasn't bankrupt!
You guys are still the fight! It's not a fucking boxing match! God damn it!
Such a funny review.
Great stuff. But obviously bad news for gamers over there.
Dude! You hit my phone, too!
Oh,
You're a dick.
I was thinking about that for like a half an hour.
This isn't insured.
Is your phone okay?
Yeah, but you might have broken it's a touchscreen. You might have just...
Well, check it out. So I can.
It's obviously fine, but it's not insured. This is expensive fucking phone.
I was thinking about that for like a half an hour, and I knew that there was something wrong with it, and I couldn't think of what. I just launched the beer bottle like across the table and hit.
All I know
everything.
is if it was broke and my mom's like, "Why is the phone I got you for Christmas broke?" I'm like, "Cause Alex chucked a bottle at Rainbow Dash."
She'd be like,
Like,
well, I
that's-
understand
that's why I
chucking a
have the-
bottle at Rainbow Dash, but...
That's why I have like a hefty bag condom wrapped around it. Is because it's not insured. Anyway, for when you really need to fuck that skank ass hoe, hefty bag condoms.
Hefty bag condoms.
Yeah. Anyway, the phone's
Man,
fine. Let's
those are-
move on. Even still, regardless if the phone wasn't there, you're still a dick.
Okay. Can you move the phone a little bit? Like
No,
to
you're
the-
not
to
touching
my left.
No, you're not touching my little Dashie. Yes, that came out wrong.
Dashi, like the fish broth.
No, that's like a fanfic, actually. I think my little Dashie, but
Dashi is a
it's
is a
supposed
fish.
to be
it's
really
a tuna
sad.
broth.
Okay, so...
It's a tuna
game
broth. It's
file
a
for
Japanese
administration.
thing.
Wait,
They make
what-
ramen with it.
So they
The
filed
UK
for
is
the-
using
yeah.
is losing might potentially be losing a massive chain of video game retailers that
So-
aren't GameStop.
Right, so they
Obviously bad for them. I feel, kind of feel sorry for the... There's another division of games
suck.
that's...
Dashie.
I forget what it's called, that didn't file for bankrupt, so it's like half the company did and another half didn't or something. It's like, you know how they'll have like two companies that are all under one parent company or whatever? Kinda like that.
Do I get to say this word? Hang on. I love this word. Conglomerate.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And thank you,
look,
I was looking for
It
that
reminds
word.
me of Conglomo, the big evil corporation from Rocko's Modern Life.
Or franchise.
Franchise. Or
Wait. Would you like a conglomerate with French? Would you like some French? God damn it!
franchise with that.
Yeah.
Or. Okay.
This other group, this other chain of stores whose name I can't remember, GameStop is looking at buying them like they did EA Games, like they did EB Games back in the day, which obviously kind of sucks for gamers over there.
What's the time at, by the way?
47 minutes. We should probably get to the last
last topic. I'm sorry, this was. Kind
Oh,
of
I thought.
boring.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a stupid topic.
Yeah. They were
Virginia
doing it.
Representative Board. Who wants to
No,
say
what
the
is-
last rights? Okay, fine. I didn't even read it. Virginia Representative Frank Wolf and California Representative Joe Baca?
Yeah. Joe Baca.
Joe Baca.
Seriously, his
Joe
name is Joe
Baca.
Baca. It sounds like something out of Star Wars.
If there's not an internet parody of this yet,
I didn't
there
even
will
think.
be.
I didn't even think of it like that. I was thinking Baca, like Japanese for idiot.
Either way, Joe Idiot
Baca.
or Joe Baca.
Joe Baca.
Either way,
It
it's
sounds
funny.
like. It sounds like.
Wait. Two funnies.
It sounds like Chewbacca's cousin that's like always wearing basketball jerseys. Chewbacca!
Joe Baca. Or his Jamaican cousin.
Yeah.
Joe Rastafari introduced a bill
wait.
printed
So,
in the violence. Okay. Virginia Representative Frank Wolf and California Representative Joe Baca have introduced a bill printed. That's entitled, not printed. Wow. Okay. And
what?
okay, the bill called the Violence in Video Games and Labeling Act. Another stupid name.
Yeah.
It would require that most recent video games, I don't like the sound of this, rated mature or not, have a health warning on them?
Yes. A health warning.
Like cigarettes?
Yes.
Can
like
wait,
cigarettes.
is that the end of it, or is
Do
there
they have
some
to have
more?
like protein
Wait,
content?
before we get into it, is that the end of it?
No, there's a little more.
Yeah, I mentioned what the health
Okay,
warning says.
health warning on them stating, warning, exposure to violent video games has been linked to aggressive behavior.
Which is not true. In fact, there have been research studies and research
So it's
that suggest
academically
otherwise.
disproven.
Yes, it is. Basically
I would
been
like to
academically
see
disproven.
where they are
Take
coming
that.
up with this information.
I would like to.
Apparently
as well,
there is no
because
such
the information
information.
that I've seen suggests otherwise.
Hey, guess what? It's a text from Sean in the next fucking room.
He probably went home.
No. It says, damn!
Well, then reply
Give
to him.
me cigarettes!
Reply to him, Greg. Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Okay, so obviously this is.
Oops.
This strikes me as incredibly stupid. I don't think, and it's not just games that are rated mature. The game can be rated E with mild fantasy violence listed on its fucking list of content in the game, where it's got the mature rating, the rating system, the ESRB label down in the corner, and they will still stick one with these fucking health warnings on the game. That's what's
And
hard.
suppose for the sake of argument that was true. Who's gonna listen to that?
Yeah. That's being like,
If you see that on everything, you're gonna look at it
Yeah,
and you think,
it's like-
oh, it says that on video games.
it's like putting a health warning
Disregard.
on cigarettes. That's
Yeah,
not gonna
it doesn't stop people from smoking.
You know what stop people from smoking?
What?
Is awareness of what it is actually a true awareness of what it can do to your health. Not anti-smoking ads, just
Yeah, but there's also the fact that that's
better education.
no. There's also the fact
Wait.
that that's not true 100% of the time.
Well, it's not, because they have discovered,
I think Ryan's in there playing Minecraft.
they have
Then it
discovered,
would be Ryan Craft.
they have,
Minecraft.
there are cases where actually doctors will prescribe for you to smoke cigarettes. Like, for instance, some people who have chronic diarrhea or bowel problems, like, for instance, doctors have prescribed, certain people with diarrhea or irritable bowel syndrome, but like other medications will work. They'll be like, smoke a cigarette a day. A cigarette a day.
I've heard that it does
helps
keep you
reduce or
from.
prevent.
Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised that this bill hasn't been thrown out automatically is just incredibly stupid. After the huge battle
With
that
SOPA.
raged for a few years, that went all the way up to the Supreme Court about the Violent Video Games Act that California was trying to put into place, and it was defeated.
You know, sometimes I love California, other times I don't.
See, there's sometimes I hate California, and other times I just hate California.
Yeah, and no,
Other times
eventually,
I fucking hate California.
Actually, I went backpacking in California, which was actually really nice because there were no Californians the entire time. It was just me
no
and my
surfer
dad
bumps?
and his friend.
Dude.
No, we were too
see,
far east.
It's a part of it is a lot of people in California are cool. However, there's just occasionally there's people out there with influence that just are like, I will murder you. You are not right wing. You are not left wing. You're just a complete
You're
idiot.
stupid wing.
Stupid. You're stupid. I hate your face. I don't want to see it anymore.
Well, it
Like,
comes as no surprise that one of the people that is putting this out is from California.
Like some store out there said, we refuse to serve anyone who's a veteran or currently actively serving in the military. And they're protesting against the Iraq war back when we first started.
That's
They
bullshit.
they instantly, like the next day, not a single customer for 3 weeks until they finally gave in.
Huh.
Not even their most dedicated customers would go into their store after they did that. Like,
Can't blame
but
them.
my grandfather was like blaming the whole state. I'm like, Pop, you can't blame a whole state for the actions of one stupid store owner.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a franchise, it was or a big chain. It was just one restaurant. But it's stuff like that. It's stuff that will come out of California and pisses me off. However, I will say they're going in the right direction with marijuana. Legalize it. Profit from it. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people profit off the sale of alcohol.
Yeah.
I profit off of the sale of alcohol, even
See,
though I don't
you know,
sell it.
Let me just say this. You know the difference between a parent who's stoned and a parent who's drunk? A parent who's drunk will beat their kid. Most people who get stoned realize they'll become self-conscious and they'll be like, I gotta do these things for this kid. Shit.
That's really a person-to-person thing.
Yeah,
but
I know.
I kind of agree with you, but what is
They might
what
not
is
do it right away.
Yeah, but what does it have to do with what was this topic
No,
again?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I got ranting on California. Oh, the violence in video
Yeah, they
games.
suck.
Yeah.
California
I
sucks.
brought up the Supreme Court battle that games ultimately won. Part of that court battle was they brought up that violent video games might cause kids to be violent, and the Supreme Court and every other court could not find any concrete evidence linking the two, and there's never been concrete evidence linking the two. In fact, there's evidence strongly suggesting otherwise.
I want to start. That
It's
makes
person
me
to person.
want to look into research of high school sports and how they may encourage students to be violent, and make their required bill that parents have to sign a permission form stating that they recognize that by their kid joining this, doing this after-school sport, they are putting their kid at a health risk for being more violent. Because seriously, who gets in fights more than anyone else in high school?
Gosh.
Exactly.
Dear parents, popularity is linked to aggressive behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
Your kids must suck to be enrolled in our program.
I think your kids must suck is the name of this podcast. Your kids must suck. I love that.
Yes.
Wait,
Your kids
what,
must
what's
suck
the name? What's
to.
the name?
Your kids must suck
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be the name of
I'll
this.
be right
to be
back.
to be
I'll be
enrolled
right
with.
back.
Oh, did your phone meow at you?
Yeah, my phone me out at me.
Okay. This is so fucking stupid. We don't need a fucking health warning that spews forth bullshit and nonsense, and this won't pass. I know this won't pass because if the Supreme Court, if the violent video game act that California tried to push through didn't pass with any level of the court, this is probably even dumber than that. It's not going anywhere, and this should have already been thrown out and laughed at by the fucking judge, but I'm not sure that can
Even if it doesn't, guess what? The internet will rage and strike out against it. This
Yeah.
might it. Anyway, where are we at? Because it's like 2:30 and I need to get my brother home.
Yeah, it's
man.
we,
It
we
is
are
2:30.
just shy of 58 minutes into this podcast. So
Okay,
And we
goodbye.
could end it a little
58
early.
minutes now.
Since,
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah, let's end it a little early. Make up for all the times we've gone over.
God, I hated when we went over about 15 minutes because it was such a bitch to edit.
I think we were like at one time like an hour and 23 minutes. We're just yelling at each other. We need to end it. End it. End it. Wait, no. End it. No. Wait.
Well, that's
two things.
that's exactly
Like,
what
it
we're
would-
doing right now.
Yeah.
So you're
Let's
the
end it.
host. Go ahead.
I am the host, and I say bye. So bye. This has been another episode of Press the Action Button on digital-delirium.net. Ladies and gentlemen, it's .com.
I have to say that twice.
Hey, I'm repping the Homestar here.
Are you gonna tell us to?
No, you can say it on your own.
Well, I usually say,
He exits everyone out.
yeah, that's what I do.
Good for you.
I thought you might want to do that.
No.
You suck as a host.
You
Just
must
so you
suck.
know.
Okay, well, okay, say goodbye to the people, Slacker-chan.
And this has been another edition of Ride the Brony Saddle.
No.
Join us next week when we talk about apples, scrumpy apples. I don't know. Fuck.
Fermented
Yeah, that
apple juice.
sucks. Yeah.
Ass.
Getting drunk.
Ass. Anyway, this was Slacker Chan. Ponies.
Say,
Good.
we can always fix it in post.
Fuck you.
with fart sound.
How about I fix
Tempted.
How about I fix you in post? How about that? Wait, how about I fix you to a post?
How about I
Okay.
fix you with my post?
You know what? You threw a bottle at my phone.
You know what? You know what? You got my knot in your mane.
You know what? Get pig.
That sounds gross.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it did. Get pig.
Wait, yeah, wait.
Play Minecraft, watch Top Gear, get pig.
You
Say
gotta
goodbye to
close
the
them
people
out.
joystick.
We will talk to you guys next week here on Digital Delirium. See you then. By the way, I put up a review of Igo if you didn't see it on the news page, so go ahead and check that out. Bye.
Bye.